We don't stutter till I die. You can do what you wanna, live how you wanna, spin if you wanna, be who you wanna be. We don't stutter.
Hello everybody and welcome to our channel Pisces TV. It's your girl Queen B, and if you haven't done so already, go ahead and get you some of this good ass motherfucking energy, and you could do so by hitting that like, share, and subscribe button. And today we are going to get some guidance from our oracles and get a message for the day. Short, quick, little read for those of you that may not have all the time in the world and just need a little message for the day. Let's go ahead and, as always, let's go ahead and cleanse our energy with some Palo Santo. Spirit, you are welcome in. All right. Spirit, I need just one card. What message does my collective need to hear for July 31st? If you're seeing this any other day, this still can resonate. Okay. We got the goddess of Teotihuacan. And if you've seen my first reading that I just did, there was a lot of discussion about number 4. And we just so happened to get number 4. So I'm feeling a lot of us are definitely gaining some stability, some grounding, rooting ourselves into our passion. But let's go ahead and see what messages they have for us. Goddess of Teotihuacan. She guards the water of life. The ancient guardian mother protects the waters of life and offers her protection and blessing. Her appearance, and I'm probably gonna butcher this word, so forgive me ahead of time. Her appearance acquires a time of purification and cleansing, leading to enhanced fertility. You are a creator of new consciousness, a generator of positive energy, as fuel for constructive outcomes. We need your vitalized being to keep nourishing the human collective with helpful alternatives to mainstream consciousness. You will be protected and supported at the deep level of soul in order to become the creator and custodian of a clean reservoir of consciousness from which souls thirsty for purity, relief, and love can drink. The ancient mother will help you to help her and the many creatures within her care. She will help you to be fearlessly inventive with your loving creations of healing consciousness. In a reading, consider very seriously the need to cut cords to negative or unhelpful influences in your life, whether they be habits, people, or forms of entertainment and media that threaten to distort the pure and wise use of your wild spirit and ignited mind. Whilst it is important that you engage with others, the sacred creator within you requires time and space and solitude to process, reflect, contemplate, and create. Only then can you remember who you are and what is important to you, and summon the inner power to act accordingly. In that way, you will not become overly swayed by any lesser force, particularly mainstream consciousness that perpetuates victimizing through patterns and behaviors. Give yourself a chance for spiritual, psychological, and emotional time out and cleansing so that you can recognize the inner truth of your own soul and adhere to it faithfully. Our spiritual guidance is Sacred Mother has come to you in honor of the important work you have to accomplish as a creator of consciousness, a free thinker, and a seeker of truth. What original healing stories will you give up? What original healing stories will you give birth to in your life and in this world? If you become dried up and depleted, the Divine Mother brings you nourishment. Let the inner well of your soul be filled with her presence and grace through deep rest and contemplation. Give yourself space and time for renewal, and allow any overload of mind or nervous system to discharge into earth. If you have lost the zest for your passion, or have become confused or overwhelmed, scattered with too many ideas or directions, you are in need of the spiritual cleansing. You are in need of the spiritual cleansing which her blessing brings to you. The waters of your own consciousness must be safeguarded so that they can become a tonic for the souls of others. When you highly value your uniqueness and originality, you become willing to bear the uncertainty that accompanies the absence of the familiar. Vigorously contest any who attempt to exploit, direct, or distort the true expression of your higher knowing. In contemplation, impure material separates from the truth and is filtered out of the soul. The purity of the truth, such a seemingly subtle quality, has an astonishing power to effect change. As you take time to allow purity to emerge from deeply restful, reflective meditation, your personal energy and spiritual potency grow. Your potential to be an influence in this world increases accordingly. However, so too does the interest of less noble creatures in exploiting that delicious divine power for their own nefarious purpose. Avoid such tragedy by refusing to entertain any person or idea that drains, depletes, or diminishes the quality of your consciousness. Be resolute and exacting. If it's not right, courageously and unapologetically cast it out. In your uncompromising defense of your most strange and beautiful ideas, uplifting truth, and fierce, loving wisdom, you will come to know what it feels like to be as a new world in yourself. You will feel your being like a planet in devotional orbit around a divine sun. Instead of contouring yourself to fit into the frustrated and grasping world of others, you will offer those seeking something more beautiful the opportunity of finding refuge within your world. Instead of being influenced, you become an influencer. Ooh, okay. Instead of trying to dominate others, you awaken within them the desire for their own higher nature. You effect healing transformation without force. This is the way of the yin power of the sacred water wisdom that cleanses the impure and creates new life without diminishing its life force. You have the opportunity to shift from stressful striving to more restful and abundant creation. Source from the depths of your being and silent, absorbing communication with the divine. It takes discipline and commitment to learn this new way of being, to recognize the essential need for time and space and contemplation to concisely create. It takes courage to refuse to bow down to the productivity pushers who aren't interested in authentic offerings that heal both through the process of their creation as well as in their final form. Instead, they just want more stuff to perpetuate. Conveyor belt consumerism for the genuine benefit of no one. Your refusals are sacred. They bring with them the thirst-quenching waters of grace, bestowing freedom, well-being, and soul-satisfying experiences of fulfillment. Now, our healing process. Say aloud, Divine Mother, please help humankind to understand and implement the best ways to protect the natural resources of this planet. May we use this creative power of our consciousness with wild, loving reverence for life, generating wise action and purity, the waters of spiritual grace to restore all beings thirsty for truth. When you are ready, you may like to drink some clear, pure water with gratitude. Imagine as you do so a world where all living beings have access to clean, pure water, where the oceans are clean and pure, and the rivers are clean and pure. Let yourself feel joy and gratitude with such visualization, and reality begins with consciousness. Let us use every opportunity we can to support the necessary shift for life to thrive. You have completed your process. I hope that this has helped. I love you so much. I'm sending you lots of love, life, peace, light, healing, and peace.
When you stutter